Hey, what's going on, y'all? Back with another one. Back with another one. Damn, I'm fucking sick, but I'll be all right. This is Thursday Thrills, the 38th edition, and I'll show y'all some screenshots on the 40-minute mark, and yeah, we're gonna talk about those pineapple shows, and we're gonna get into the Italian chick and this old girl. What's her name? And the one with the from the week. So we're gonna talk about this really girl, but and the one from last night, the alpha female. We're gonna talk about that one. So I think that was like the last week, last Wednesday, and things like that. And then Monday, it was the Italian chick. The Italian chick took the cake. And she was being very. Was that her? Was that last week or is it Brielle? I think we did her. I think we did her. I'm trying to see. Yeah, yeah. She. It was another woman, and I think a lesbian came on that show. So it's pretty much it. Sinus is acting up. Woke up with this shit. My brain is splattering like eggs right now, but I'll be all right. Y'all just gotta bear with me. Y'all just gotta bear with me because my fucking brain is hurting right now. Should not be streaming, but I'm fighting through this bullshit. Let's do it for y'all, but I hate being sick because my brain acts up. It's on the left side. I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm not gonna deal with this all night. Water's not gonna help. I gotta knock this shit out. My head is hurting like hell. All right. Before we get into it, we're gonna get into it. Um, I know everybody's on that bullshit with that hoe, that ginger hoe. I don't care nothing about that bitch. But anyways, let me get through. My nose is getting blotchy like fucking eggs, man. I'm so tired of this shit. It gets blotchy all the time. Blotchy nose, blotchy problems. It gets so fucking blotchy. Damn. I hate blotchiness in my nose. It just fucks up my vision and all that shit. No. Let's see something real quick. Everything looks good. Good. All right. So this week, my thoughts on the one of the Migos members getting shot. This is a common thing, and the problem with shouts out to George Macon, and he said, this stuff is sad and sick, but it's gonna be like the end times. What you're saying right now, it ain't going to end before it gets better. I was preaching that shit for years and years, but you got people glorify what's in the music and then what's you put in your ears. And I saw Daylight talking about it when his death was imminent. He had some great points. I talked about that last week, and everybody's still talking about it in his death. But to come to find out, one of his own people in that circle, and I think what you call it, dude's little brother shot Offset, his nephew, so over a stupid dice game. But that's common in the hood. You see that a lot. Hear stories. I'm glad Daylight brought the dice game. He knew somebody that was used to be in those games. This battle rapper was talking about he used to be at the Crips on Gray Street, and he said one of his game buddies shot his little cousin in the head over a dice game. It usually happens in the hood, and that's much of the problem is we see today. What we're seeing is a continuation of all that shit all over again. It's just like every time we get a setback, that's the biggest ones right there. And then Kyrie, he's just wild. I mean, he's on that Kanye West strain, and I wish those dudes well. No hate on them. It's just I wish them do well. I mean, y'all do what y'all do, get in that glory. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, I've seen a lot of good shit going on. But yeah, but the screenshots, we'll talk about the pineapple show and typical this, and people get distracted by the pussy. Like what Melly's doing, what she's supposed to do, kind of like the KS thing. And the reason I'm doing her, but I'm gonna stop doing her the next two, not the week after next. That'll be the last run. I'm gonna do this because I'm gonna talk about something different on Thursday Thrills, like in the winter, because I change it up. Yeah, I did the screenshot. That was just for the DTN thing, but next year it's gonna be a little different. What's going on? Salute. Appreciate for the share from a couple of days ago. But anyways, but that Offset, my thoughts on it, on his death, not surprised. I mean, not Offset, Takeoff. Yeah, Takeoff. Excuse me, Takeoff. I mean, I've listened a couple of their songs called "The First 48 Years Ago." The Migos, okay, they ain't one of my favorite groups. They're like okay. I'm neutral with them, but in reality, I don't really care the stuff. And the stuff they was talking about is imminent, but their own people shot oh boy. It was it, and then what you call it? I think was it Offset or Quavo know who did it. It was the guy in that circle in that dice game. So it's pretty much one and the same. But you got to remember that stuff happens all the time in certain hoods, and Daylight brought it down to battle rapper, and I like what he said. He told that same story 3 years ago when I heard his Instagram live, and someone was sharing his shit from Instagram live and talking about his cousin getting killed over a dice game. Now I heard this story before on his Instagram live, before he started doing his YouTube lives on here. And I was looking at that, I was like, him telling that same story, and I said, I remember that story, and I was listening to it again, and he broke it down, so that's pretty much um what you see is what you get. And anytime when some guy that used to be in the hood and he got away from that shit, he was so brainwashed and socially engineered, he's telling you the truth over a silly dice game. And then I shared the Alvin Preach thing with the dice game as well. So it's like, y'all gotta understand, this stuff is very common. That's why I'm numb to it, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I'm understanding what's what here, and people just gotta understand that's the real shit. That's the real shit that's going on over here. So I'm not really um surprised by all this. So it's pretty much it. My thoughts of it, it is senseless. It's crazy, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And he said another life lost over nothing. Yeah. Passes and the time will larger. Yeah, I posted that, and it's straight fast. And George Mason talked about it too. And I've been watching him lately, and he said it's senseless. Just like he saw it in the 80s. Most people don't think we was gonna live to be 21. I'm here. My generation's like that. Most people didn't think I was gonna live to be 18. My generation, myself, where I was heading, I was so misled and fucked up when I was younger. So I was fortunate. I was fortunate. I didn't think I was gonna see 21, and I did. It's fortunate. Nose is blotchy right now, so y'all excuse me. And that's just what it is. I had to get that blotchiness out of my nose. Women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Talking about pearly things. Album Preach cool. Killed him on that. My brain is out of whack right now. Get this tea up and going because my brain is like eggs right now. And Gilly said what he said. I agree with him on that. It is sick, and I get people posting it on and try to get clout off of it, and it's true. A lot of people try to say he's thirsty. No, 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 no. You niggas is pathetic, man, and I'm glad he called it out. Ain't nobody care about that shit. It's just another day people happen to die, and it is senseless. It is. Lonzo Hall did a good job on that. Yeah, I don't even call them Jews. Let's call them Edomites, man. Like, I've been on that tip. If y'all want to ask me about it, I've been on that tip for a while. That's what Esau does. I stopped talking about that shit years ago, and they already been destroyed by us online. We cooked they bitch asses. There's nothing they could do. I don't care about no defamation league. It's a joke. That's when anytime you have a defamation league on you, that means if you work for them or if you worked in one of the industries, that's how they come after you. Let me tell you a secret. They paid Ice Cube that Jerry Heller shit, and Jerry wasn't paying. They sat down with him, and they paid that nigga. I don't care what nobody say, and that's true. And I saw the actual movie straight out of college talking about that's a true story, and it actually did happen. Cube will never talk about it because he lives amongst them. That's why you don't see him acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye tried to use that to his advantage, but you can't. He's their favorite son, and without Cube, they're nothing. I try to tell you, Esau moves swiftly. He doesn't care what you say about him. Longs, you're not fucking up his interests, you're good. That's how he gets down. What he does is obvious, but people get caught up on some bullshit. But shouts out to George Bacon again. Yes, they are very thirsty to throw the AS word around, but that just shows you what time it is. But y'all got to understand, like, they're going to do this all the time. That's why I'm not worried. If I'm not selling out, not monetized to y'all, that's a whole nother story. This is their shit. So getting mad at them ain't gonna solve a damn thing. But I understand people are going on that tip and they try to say, "Oh, it's anti-Semitic." No one care about that. Hell, they've been anti-Semitic to God's people for years. The true chosen children, not them. They've been frauds. Their history. Let me tell you something about their history. Their history is nothing but gangsters, bro. Ain't nothing great about it. The only thing great about them, I give them Einstein and all them other people. But outside of that, no. Let's talk about the American ones, right? None but gangsters. Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. You got Meyer. You got Meyer, Mickey Cohen, right? That piece of shit, right? And you also got Meyer Lansky, Russian Jew, right? Gangsters that didn't do nothing to contribute to society and just made everybody's life a living hell, right? The Italian mafia was the tail of them, right? Them and the Italians and Irish adopted the politics, right? That's the history. Now, do I shit on the ones that did something positive? No, because there's some good ones out there that did their best. But I recently saw this one going against the music industry. I think he's a Jewish guy, I believe. He said the poison and stuff they was posting on. Shouts out to George maybe posting that. Yeah, I think it's like a record label is that, and he wasn't lying. So this is kind of interesting that the world's they see the problem, but it is senseless killing. It is senseless killing. But y'all gotta understand, y'all promote this shit. It's our people's fault too for promoting that shit. But they're programmed. Think we're less than. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. So again, we deal with this shit every day. This stuff ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. Y'all give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, back with it. But yeah, that's the stuff that you hear all the time. But when you have those people attacking people and they use the typical term they always use, it's just a cop out and things like that. It's pretty much what it is, man. I'm not tripping off of that. I'm not tripping off of that. So when you have people that use that and they have their likeness, all they care about. I told y'all last week about they care about their likeness more than they do money. Money is secondary to them. They care about the money, but they actually care about their likeness. They control every damn thing when it comes to media and all that other stuff. Cause see, remember at one time the people of the gangsters were those type of people, right? But they had to bury that damn history to show you who they really are, but don't realize that they've been doing this since the 40s when they were not liked. Now they have to paint a new leaf. They want you to forget about that history. So I'm saying you can look this up, but they want you to forget about the history. They don't care, but it is them. People try to deny it all the time. They never talk about them. But I talk about them on this channel, the gangster version of them. That's what they've always been. You have to go back to what they was, man. And like I said, they bring shame to people. The people didn't do shit. See, back then they didn't have the media. Now they do because of likeness and money and things like that. Their likeness is their image. They control the image. They said we don't control our likeness, right? Like trademarking our images, right? Well, the reason for that, everybody's against us historically and everything else, like who we are historically. It's always going to be that way. And until we understand that, you got to move there and stop dealing with people that's going to be detrimental to our demise. So anytime you have people that's detrimental to your demise, you got to understand this stuff don't really matter at this point. So again, I understand how the world works and how these people move. And you got to talk to them a certain way. Yeah, they're very narcissistic and they don't give a shit about nobody but themselves. I've been saying this for a long damn time, and I know people ain't going to listen to me right away. And, I will get on the screenshots just a moment. It'll be in the 40-minute mark because that's the topic of discussion of this shows. And these dudes are distracted by pussy. Well, these same people and everybody else put these images to distract you. Yeah, I voted. Was it yesterday? And it was a good experience. I early voted and everything else, but I voted yesterday. It was a great experience. It's a great experience, but it is what it is. I had to make me some tea to knock this shit loose, and I had to make me some echinacea elderberry tea, so I had to get this nose out of my system. Oh, it feels great. But you gotta understand something. This stuff matters half of the time, and most people get caught up on bullshit all the time. But they talk about pearly things and things like that. Well, if you really understand something, why people do get caught up. I'm gonna close this. And I'm just saying, like, why did people get caught up? They get caught up on bullshit all the time. But I think something is happening here. There's changes in the world. America's dying. It ain't what it used to be. You got people making comments about those particular people. Some people say small hats. I call them Esau. I call them Edomites. That's what they are. They're Hebrew Edomites. It just happens they use the word the Jew, the money word term, or the hexagram or 6 point. I'm not gonna get into that. That's a whole nother topic. And the reason people blame them, I'll tell you a secret, the reason people blame them is obvious. They're looking for clout. But the real people behind them is the suits. I always said the Jesuit order. The Jesuits have always dominated everybody. They're the smallest group to them too. They're really one of the same people. They just use those J terms to distract people. They made everything up. So yes, they run the planet. I still stand on that to this day for 10 years, and I figured it out. And if you say something about them, they'll use the AS on you. Then if you say something to them publicly and working with them, they get rid of you by force. They'll assassinate you. That's why I had to pull back from Eric John Phelps years ago. Um, I'm glad I saw his neighbor exposing him. That learning to learn I showed y'all about. That's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see a lot of shit changing, and they try to create this race war. Now he is a racist. Eric John Phelps is a racist, and he's promoting it. So if you're seeing guys like that, you're gonna have to start talking to people that's on the cusp of what I'm knowing right now. It's certain people that's on these subjects, but it's easy to attack them because it's obvious. I get it, and they act like they run the world. No, they don't. They're just pawns to someone else. After you get rid of them, what happens next? You still got to deal with the people on the other side and try to say they don't exist. The same people that's brainwashed, they're fucking dead and don't realize they're dead. Shouts out to Daylight for that. They're a waste of space. They're useless fucking eaters. You know what I'm saying? Most people don't give a fuck about what's going on and what's not. I'm just telling it like it is. You niggas ain't gonna do shit about nothing. Ain't gonna be about nothing. And I saw VA's video say, I hate being black. Well, that's a strong statement he wrote on the video, and I heard everybody was supporting it, but he said, here, you ain't the only one. It's a lot of people that hate being this complexion. To me, I don't hate it as much. I understand it. I just don't acknowledge niggas. I don't deal with them like that, like I used to 2 years ago. And I had phases like that. I've been there where he's been at. I've been there. Oh, I've been there. I've been there where on my lowest, I'm gonna tell you a secret. My lowest lows of looking at that, what he's talking about, it's relatable. I've been there. I overcame it 2 years ago and just treat them different. But I always did that on the job too, and then I stopped fucking with them. Never again. And that's what you got to deal with. But your own people's against you, especially in Georgia, and I have to look different. It's kind of fucked up, but that's the East Coast for you. So you got to be mindful of who you're dealing with. There's a lot of pain and suffering. Head's hurting on the left side. I don't want to go to sleep this off because my brain is like eggs right now. It's scrambling. Yeah, my head is throbbing. It's hurting right now. Shit, this goddamn headset. I try not to. Yeah, my cell phone can act up sometimes. My brain is acting up right now. Let's see the game. Okay, the Warriors got 81. Orlando's got 70. Okay, looks good. Tomorrow, Oblivion. Shouts out to Ty City. I know everybody's over there. Shouts out to her. Sazerac checks Oblivion. Yeah, I don't care about Oblivion. That piece of shit. What about YLNSM? Your life needing system management. That's it's at 9:00. So that's pretty much it, Just need to point out that my video today was perfectly 7. Yeah, I'm looking at the subscription. Shouts out UD talking about old girl. Yeah, old girl ain't gonna do shit. She just there to get clout off things, and I see right through her bullshit. I've been talking about her since June. Y'all niggas is late. I was talking about her on DTN 12, like the last segment of like a news. And I said she was gonna bitch slap you niggas, man, if you keep caring. She's a new one coming in through. So it's kind of like I see it all the time. And when she did it, and when I saw her stream when she had it, I knew what she was capable of. And then she's making some noise now because everybody's putting on platforms and panels and shit. I understand that what's going on. But what she's trying to do is trying to get y'all riled up. And does her talking points like I don't give a fuck about her talk. To me, her talking points don't mean shit. It's just it's the regurgitation of what she's done. Her talking points don't fucking matter to me. It don't matter. What matters to me, you don't let a white woman come into a certain so-called. There's no such thing as a manosphere space. It's actually dead. Y'all niggas need to stop bigging it up. Like the shit died, bro. The essence of niggas claiming it's a manosphere, that shit's dead. Now y'all can call it whatever, but it's dead to me. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all don't know y'all dead. Y'all somewhere in the casket somewhere. Try to act like y'all zombies. Y'all zombies out here. People that believes in that shit, y'all zombies, man. That shit's dead, bro. Y'all living off old glories and shit that I've moved on from. Motherfuckers kill me trying to say something that don't work. Motherfuckers kill me trying to act like they tough on here and they're not. It's a lot of people like that, and then she's calling you motherfuckers out. So she had a black boyfriend that lets me know what she's about. But I'm just saying, my nose is clearing up some, but it's just wild. And it got blotchy for a minute. I thought I wasn't gonna stream, but I said, I'm here with you guys, but appreciate y'all coming through. But I'm still here. I said, nah, I got to do this content because I want to win. Because this is it for me. Because I'll take this down or whatever tonight, or whatever. Because my nose is all scrounged up when it gets bloody, and then I'll be like, ooh, wee. So the Texans and my Eagles 7-7. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, Eagles may get a loss here, but shouts out to the team though. If they lose, that's fine. We'll come back. But that undefeated streak is, man, the Eagles is for real. Sports is doing good. Everybody's outside. The pandemic is damn near almost close. I'd say it's gonna be a 5-year pit. No, it's not. It's gonna be less than that. The way shit's coming out now, ain't nobody talking about nothing. Ain't nobody talking about nothing. I'm still gonna do my content. I'm still gonna have what the hell I'm gonna have. A lot of people ain't gonna appreciate what I'm saying. Like I've done this stuff a long time ago. But the politics, like last night, I just put that out there, and I will do a part one on radical feminism and anarcho feminism. We're gonna dive into that because that's why I look at modern feminism as those two right there. The other ideologies are irrelevant. They're relics of the past, but the ones I mentioned last night, those are the ones we're going to talk about in the future. I might do that in a pre-record setting, and we'll break it down, and I'll start reading some, have my mic set up, recorded on the daytime, and show y'all that I can do it any other time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what y'all going to see. But Pearly, these other hoes, man, it's going to do what they do. Yeah, it's 30 something. Yeah, it's 30 something minutes. Yeah. Wait till it gets to 40-minute mark. So we do what we do. And once we get what we get, because a lot of people said they do it for the 30 minutes. I said, no, I'm gonna do mine for 40 minutes. And we're gonna start talking to these hoes and we're just gonna get through it right to it, and then we'll extend the shots. I want to see. I want to see. I want to check Melly's shit for a minute. When did old girl came on? I gotta look at her history and her timeline. Okay, that's this past Wednesday. Her low key PA chick, no curl member. Yeah, she's a damn fool. She ain't all that, but she lives in Atlanta. She ain't all that. 40 something years. You need to go sit down somewhere with that bullshit. Uh, what's her name? 9 days ago. Yeah, yeah. This Italian chick's a damn fool. She's from Jersey. What's the other chick? And the recent one, yeah, she's from Texas. West Coast chick. I didn't the spicy chick. Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't. Yeah, she tried to do that. We'll resolve it. We'll resolve it when we reveal the shots. Cause my nose is kind of blotchy right now. Cause my head is hurting and all this other shit. I'm feeling a little better, but it's my nose is getting fucked up. Woke up with this shit. I tried to get a rest and give y'all this stream, and I was like, give y'all this content, but damn, it is what it is. But one thing I can say about it, yeah, it's everybody's going crazy. I just saw Alvin Priest react to the button. Dude had his tongue on his chin, right? I saw that, and that's crazy. And old girl, she was dark skinned, but she was chocolate black, and she liked that shit. The boy, I believe the boy was 22, and the girl was 27. She was trying to get a freak on. He was gonna go down on her. He was gonna go down on her, and she didn't even press the button one time. It was kind of boring. And shouts out to Alvin Priest. It was kind of boring. It was kind of boring. That little button show that is kind of boring because when I saw it and laughed at it, I said, "Yeah, Priest is a damn fool." He did that tongue and that turned her on. She ain't paid no other guys. If any guys can't do that, what he does, she's I like him. He can teach me some things. I was like, this bitch is crazy. But that's how they get down, man. Like they do this all the time. But y'all gotta understand something real quick. When you have hoes online on the internet, they gotta say some dumb shit to you. That's just how they get down. And the reason I would go on her shit, Melly shit, I just let her have it. I ain't talking these hoes and camming up for them. Fuck them. Who you think I look like? You got time for that. These hoes ain't all that. That's the part of the show, bitch. You just thirsty. Yo, one thirsty bitch looking for dick, and that's why you did that show. Cause she did that on pre-record. She's decent. Good advice. But she's thirsty for dick all the time, man. Let's just keep it real. Like the bitch is thirsty for dick. That's all she is. She's for entertainment use. Why I use it as. And she's thirsty. She picks bitches that don't care about the dudes, man. Like, no, you just did it for clicks. It ain't even a dating show. It's a matchmaking show. She's like, I got somebody to date. Bullshit. Bullshit. You show one person. Where's everybody else? It's lying. She lying to y'all. They ain't doing that shit. Because once she gets a certain number of subscribers and then wants to be on TV, she gonna kill that shit. Told you, she don't know what the fuck she want to do. Just to get people get caught up. Let me tell you something about Melly. She don't deal with avatars. Tell you that right now. She don't deal with avatars. If she deals with avatars, you already know you're done. He's like, gotta show your face. You got some good lighting. And you know she don't use no microphone, but that's okay, you know. And I said, why has he got a microphone? I say, bitch, I want to. Always use a microphone. I ain't trying to yell and scream through a fucking computer. I used to do that when I was younger and get my voice and project. I ain't doing that bullshit. No, no, I'm not doing that shit. That's super fucking easy when people in the background fucking up your recording. No, I decide to talk to a microphone because I ain't got no room quietness. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that. Some people can. I cannot do that. I went to the gear route and everybody started hating me on the gear route, but that's okay. I don't give a fuck, and I do what I'm supposed to do. I started out USB micing for a minute. It was good for us, and people wasn't impressed by it, and I got tired of it. I said, "Man, fuck it. Let me go the XLR route." And then people didn't care for that. Fuck all of them together. I start going with handhelds. I stick to ones I like, and I stop talking about it. Only way I can talk about gear, I'm gonna pre-record it because live stream, you niggas ain't gonna listen because my shit's educational. I don't give a shit. I start talking to niggas that don't care because pre-records, people ain't gonna watch you. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm just gonna do it just for the hell of it and just drop some content and move on. I get tired of YouTube sometimes. I'm gonna have to make my pre-records longer because if you do them shorter, they ain't gonna get it. Longer the better because you'll understand the meat what I'm talking about. You need to stop getting fucking high so much. That short attention span is not good for your health. Know something about that. Half my family members ain't shit going through that. That shit's not healthy. What y'all doing is a sickness. I mean, if y'all in a bad area, I apologize, but y'all gotta fix that shit. Cause YouTube be on that bullshit too. I know people try to say it's my time and all that. Yeah, it is. I see some growth in some of my videos and my streams. It's on the older ones. And I don't know why that is, but I know why it is. And it depends on the support and the base that comes through. If they just watch half of my shit, you be all right, because I got some good content. I just don't talk about reckless shit. I ain't trying to promote my shit no more. I stopped doing that shit because I know how bitch made people are on here. And I've been on this tip for a while. So y'all gotta forgive me. I don't give a fuck anymore because I'm looking at it for what it is. Because next year I'm just limiting my shit. I won't live stream, but I ain't gonna do it like every weekend. Because Sunday Madness, I'm gonna do that for this year only, and then I'm just gonna cut it when January comes, and I'll announce it then in December of this year. Because I'm gonna do something else for Sundays. Just you wait, and then you could be like, "Well, damn, he said he gonna say yeah." And I'm just gonna drop some recordings. I don't care anymore. I got this, and I like the pre-recording thing. So once I start recording, I'm gonna start talking to you guys. All right, let's get into the shots for a minute. Just give me a second. We're gonna break this girl down. All right. Let's see something real quick. All right. Here we go. 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 Let me big up the screen for y'all. All right. I believe this was a couple of days of last week, last Wednesday. She had this girl on, Brielle, with his Vadox guy or something like that. I don't know, but they say he looked like somebody. He said he'd be looking around, running from someone. He says he's from Africa, Nigerian or whatever. Vadox, space pastor. They call him face pastor and all this other stuff. Bro getting swinging earrings. And yeah, this is crazy. Some crazy shit. I think her name was Brielle or something like that. and she was laughing for a minute, but she had no favor. I was in the chat. Y'all already know I'm acting a damn fool. She wants some attention with old boy. He's almost stuck. This girl is so thirsty. Don't pay this bullshit. What she has, she's thirsty. She liking this shit. You need to cut that bullshit out, girl. Stop it. I think her name was Francesca 9 days ago. Last week, a lesbian tried to holler at her. She was Ukrainian and Italian. I think I told y'all about trying to holler at this girl. And then this dude right here, that was later on. So this is one of the things that I'll try to tell y'all. Like, she's weird. She ain't want no man. She just want a female. She was on that girl on girl action. But that's what it was. I mean, that's what she was looking for. I mean, all the dudes she rejected, she got tired of. And I saw her Instagram. She ain't all that. None of these girls are all that. They trash. That's another one for you. Let's talk about old girl from. She says she's from Philly. Here's her number one fan. This is my fan Taekwondo. He's a damn fool. He's a regular. Now he's from Philly. Salute to him a little bit, but he's young. She's older. She's in her 40s. And she's got a daughter, a 4-year-old daughter. But she lives in Atlanta. I could tell she's desperate, but it's not married. That's the thing. You know, her name is known curl member or something like that. She's a flight attendant. And it's a damn shame that she ain't all that either. And I'm just saying, like, look, I don't know where Melly get these women from or these shows. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop putting them on these shows. Like, and Melly's desperate. She's wants some attention and dick. That's what Melly's on, right? Y'all gotta peep what Melly be on. She's the thirsty one. The guest is not. She's the thirsty one. Okay. She's the one be talking these niggas, not this bitch. So it is what it is. I ain't gonna get into her like that. Let's talk about the alpha female that I saw last night. And we'll get to that super chat. That's the hot take of the screenshot. Her name is Anise King. She's a fitness guru, right? Alpha female, right? This bitch's body is built like a dude. I'm gonna tell you that right now. While I was on the Instagram page, I told somebody in the chat, stay away from that. Fair one, stay away. The Instagram don't look good. Stay away, fellas. I said something like in the chat, and Melly ignored that because she's thirsty as hell. As always, promoting these shows, she's thirsty, and these dudes look stupid going on the show. And it's one thing about Melly I kind of agree with. She likes to see your face. She wants some action. I can't talk to the avatar. Can you turn your camera on and some lighting? So she's thirsty for that. You expect when females talk like this. This is us shit. You better cam up. You better show some lighting. And pineapple to this dude. She don't like dreads. Now, if you have a short face, short hair, you want this dominant bitch, she's used to fitness. You so-called for niggas. She wants y'all. She don't want no dreadlocks, but she wants some short-haired niggas. Got fades and shit. Let's just keep it a buck. That's what she want. And that's just what it is. And she says she's from Dallas. And Melly took the super chat down. like a coward that she is. And Bali was right. I speak on behalf of all men when I say this. Woman is the worst candidate you have ever had all of 95 episodes. Dallas does not claim this woman at all. And I agree with him. They know. They don't claim her. And Melly gets up, try to get all emotional. Everybody's going in on her ass, man. She is the worst candidate. It's a cool show, but it's silly. But this bitch right here, she showed her hand. She ain't get nobody. She only got 3 people she likes. She ain't got nobody. Opus trying to get his work in. We in it right here. We in it right here. No, she smelled pornness. Pornness. Yeah, that's what she smells. She's beyond a gold digger. She's a fitness instructor. And she tries to say, "What's your age?" And all this other shit. I was like, "Bitch, you ain't all that. Ain't nobody gonna fuck you. You built like a dude." Anicia King, built like a goddamn dude. Ain't nobody hitting that. You ain't got no ass. You're nothing. At least Melly got some butt, but you ain't got no ass, bitch. See, she's thirsty, but this bitch right here is a dude. Sorry, bro. Body wise, face she's okay, but built like a dude. That's that gym fitness. Ain't nobody gonna hit that. And Chris ought to be ashamed of himself trying to hit old girl. Shit is stupid, bro. Don't let these hoes intimidate y'all, man. Don't take these things seriously. Let's say what's up to her. Yeah. Cross-sided Monica Mulatto. That girl cross-sided, y'all. I hate to say that. I was looking at Dev and them. But it is what it is. Mel's on her thirst trap shit. And I'm just saying, oh, girl, just crazy, man. Saw that show last night. She acted so crazy, man. And I mean, it's just what it is. That's how I look at it. But you gotta understand something. When you got women like that, and if y'all look at her Instagram, type this name, right? Just type the whole name, Anicia King, and y'all see what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna put it in here because I ain't got it on this computer. I got it on my phone, but I'm not gonna do that. But type in her bullshit, right? Type in her bullshit. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Anicia King. And she says she's a fitness person. And she's built like a dude. She's got abs and everything, but she ain't got no ass. Her ass is built like a dude. Okay? She's not attractive. She's all right, but she ain't no. She said, I deal with 9s and 10s. I heard this bitch said she deals with 9s. I said, bitch, you're not neither one. You're a goddamn 4 at best. Like, bitch, you're a 4 at best without the makeup. You probably a goddamn 2. Like, cut it out. Like, bitch, you ain't all that. If you're my age acting like that, bitch, you're not all that. You're trash. Nobody likes you. And you don't even represent Dallas. You're probably from Fort Worth. That's all I'm going to say about it. That bitch is from Fort Worth and claiming Dallas. They always do that shit because they right close to each other. Salute to my Dallas folks out here. Y'all need to check these Fort Worth niggas, man. They be on some bullshit. They all they do is talk shit and they act crazy. So emotional. What's going on, Mike? Salute. Well, yeah, man, that show is kind of crazy. But what I think about the Pineapple Show, it is typical. It is typical, and dudes get distracted like this. And the reason I'm doing this, it's obvious, man. It's obvious. I got to talk about the bullshit. You know, this is the new KS. Where this female, she's thirsty, she's aggressive, she's got her own tactics. She's a former model and a failed in entertainment. But this is what you get, and then Takeoff getting his brain splattered. Well, Takeoff is the least y'all's worries. That's some nigga shit amongst his family. But then y'all main purpose, you niggas online, is pussy right here. Melly knows y'all thirsty because she's thirsty. She deals with thirsty niggas. And she tricks y'all. She thinks she's the only one need to be thirsty. She's the one of them women. You gotta watch her. She'll throw a question that fuck y'all off. Told you she's thirsty. She said, "You ain't here for me, bullshit. You want that dick, Melly? Stop it." And she do too. She just the reason she's a so-called alpha female, ain't nothing alpha about it. I mean, she looks alpha, but she ain't really alpha like that. And that other guy with the Marine, she couldn't handle that Marine. He's too alpha for me. He can't compete with me. She had to pineapple him and make sure, like, no, if you ain't gonna give me no connection, she start crying like a bitch when she heard that. That's a deal breaker for me. It let me hurt and she's about to cry. And I'm like, bitch, get out of here. Get out of here, bitch. Get out of here, bitch. It is what it is, but that's just what it is, man. Like I said this before and I say this again. I talk about this show. It's obvious, and dude over here think he getting some. And I feel sorry for Chris. I mean, Chris, leave this thing alone. She's built like a dude. Okay? I'm scared of this shit. She ever approached me in person, I said, bitch, you better get away from me. Melly's thirsty. She wants some attention. Melly, you need to stop your shit. I enjoyed her content too for entertainment purposes. That's why I do it. But I'm gonna stop talking about Melly. Melly be on some bullshit. See, you see how thirsty is. She want to hear what this thing got to say, and this bitch said, "I don't care about this little nigga," and she has a right to say that. I think she's Neapolitan or Sicilian. I think she looks Sicilian because she look dark. But she ain't like that dreadhead shit. But she kind of feeling him, and I'm glad I took this. But this girl is crazy. She ain't built like nothing. No waste your time. These hoes. He laughing. She's a weird Aries. I've heard. She said her zodiac sign. She's a weird Aries. But to be honest with you, Brielle is cool. You know, she's kind of awkward sometimes, but she's cool. This dude was trying to hit this. I don't blame him. He was trying to hit this. And that's just what it is. Melly's just thirsty. Y'all know Melly's thirsty. Y'all know Melly's thirsty. She don't give a fuck about these men. And she know you dudes start. Look at that look on her face. You see how that's that thirsty look. She be biting her lip. And the way he, come on, man. Like, they love this shit. They love this shit. They're entertained. They don't like the rest of these niggas. They say, I want to see your face. Hey. They want to gang up on them. You see what I'm saying? And she said something on last night that Melly and her need to do some content together. She's trying to get some clout. So we hold everybody accountable here, men and women. But y'all can't tell me she ain't looking for clout. Now, talking about these females don't matter. I don't care for them like that. I reference them on these shows like Thirsty Thrills and be like, I just laugh at the dudes participating in this shit. But the suckers that come up there ask for it. My nose is blotchy. Damn. My nose is inundated with blotchiness. It gets like that sometimes, you know. My sinus acting up. You know, it's that time of the year. I already took my flu shot and everything. But you know something? I saw something today at Target. You can take a flu shot and the C virus 19 shot. And I'll tell you why. That's standard now. If that thing is still around, you can get those shots. And that's public now. They say that's the new norm. It is the new norm, but if you don't have bad shortness of breath, they're going by that. It's not as severe as the one. I mean, it's severe, but it's not as severe dying with it like the first wave of it, and it was dangerous. People died, and it looked severe, but people start dying. They had no enough research on it. But then again, I already had mines, and it's not required to take it. I don't take it now. I already took mines 3 times, and I'm good. I ain't had no side effects. Probably some sinus headaches and shit. But outside of that, I'm good. So I'm not gonna get into all the other dealings or all that. But yeah, old girl is an alpha female. Y'all check her Instagram. She's a fitness girl. She takes care of health, but she ain't got no ass though. I'm sorry, I just can't deal with that. And she got the attitude. And I'm like, look, she showed her hand, but here's the thing: she does dreads and people's hairlines pushed back. That's her thing. She don't mind bald guys. She used that in the gym. She likes bald guys. She likes short hair and bald guys that has their hair intact. So that's it on Anissa. She ain't gonna get nothing from me. Fuck this bitch. She just I had to talk bad about her because I watched the show for entertainment and yeah man, this old girl she's cool. Old girl, she was trying to get him some play and this nigga's trying to say he get it in, but he say he's in Africa. He's in Nigeria or something like that. Salute to this dude for being brave, man. That's some brave shit going on because you see a lot of shit, you get caught up, and there you are, right? That's some brave shit. Some brave shit. My nose is all blotchy, bro. My sinus is acting up. It's on the left side of my brain, and I can't believe it. I'm doing a stream, and I'm getting a little better. I gotta drink some water after this because my head is hurting. Scramble like eggs, boy. Ooh wee. Yeah, because I know because it's gonna be an hour or 2 hours, because I don't know. I may have to cut this short because my head is kind of killing me. If y'all want to come up, because I'm gonna end it early, probably around the 2 hour mark, because I know people ain't gonna, because my brain is scrambled like eggs right now. My drink is flat, but that's all I got. If y'all want to refute what I say and what I think about these women, they're guests. It is just what it is. That's how I look at it. God damn. Okay. I'm gonna take this off for a minute. I'm gonna turn this off tonight. This computer. Leave my phone on. If I get any alerts and shit. My nose is blotchy right now. That ain't good. That ain't fucking good. I'll wait this thing load. Mafia 3 and shit. But I'm playing. Oh, I just finished LA Noir. Nawar. It's a pretty good game. It's a linear game. I think it can be difficult 100%, but it's a linear game. It's actually pretty good. Kind of like it in a way. And you can free roam. I didn't know you can free roam. Only downside where it's a free roam if they have that crime feature, street crime and shit. Some people do it during the story. It's kind of sad that it's not as repetitive after you play it and beat the game. It gets kind of boring after a while. So you really stuck to it. That's what it is. Nose is all acting up. I'll put this down. Copy. Yeah, I'm gonna put this down for a minute. Da 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 da. We gonna put this. We're gonna pin this shit. All right, pin it. All right, y'all give me 1 second. I'm gonna step away real quick. I'll step away for a minute. I'll be right back. All right, I gotta rearrange something. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'm back. So, uh, like I was saying, sometimes you have these things, and like I saw on the screen, but yeah, old the boy was trying to get in them pants, of course, and she wasn't having it. But it is what it is. It's a very interesting thing that you see brothers is trying to um go on these date with these bras on here, but a lot of those models are hoes, man. And I'm just gonna speak from experience. They all hoes. I dealt with that shit with my ex, and I told y'all that story that she was got touched when she was younger, and she was drawn to me years ago. But after that, I stopped dealing with them. But I've seen a lot of hoes in my time that try to act like they're innocent and all that. They hoes on the low. They don't care nothing about you. They just like to use people. I stopped trying to years ago, and then I didn't really gave up. I had no interest in it. It was there, but I stopped fucking with it. I stopped fucking with it. It's usually the way it is. And that happens. Man, I should have had some Zyrtec. I wouldn't even have this problem. Woo wee. But it's going away. I don't need it now. Cause that tea kind of actually helped. My brain is like eggs right now. Scrambling. Woo. But I had to get to this content with y'all. But yeah, man, these hoes, man, we got to talk about them, man. It's just what it is. They be on Melly's shit, and Melly likes them. That's what she's promoting, and it's obvious, we're not tripping off here like that. So we're talking about it. Yeah, I'm using screenshots, but I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. They said they are gonna come after the guys going to black. Ain't nobody talking about it because I talked about it from an extent what I've seen in the show. But these dudes, man, that's why I did it. But I won't get my feel off of this year, and probably gonna end it this month. Yeah, because this is the last one we're gonna talk about. Because December I'm gonna talk about some real shit. What's going on, and I'll make a summary what's going on because that's what there's. This is just an added feature from the previous show that I had on the Daily Thursday News, and I was gonna do this in my content, but I'm decided to change it in the near fall around this about around Thanksgiving. Before Thanksgiving, I'm gonna end it because not this coming up next week, but the next week after I'm gonna be through. That'll be the last time I'm gonna do screenshots of these because I'm through. Yeah, because I'm tired of doing them. Because that's how people get. They get caught up on the bullshit. They said this nigga do screenshots. Well, it's content. You do what you do. Because if you fuck with their video, they'll try to strike your ass. I don't trust these YouTubers. This is even better. I get tired of that shit. Like we know what it is. But back to these people, man. Like, yeah, that's what she promotes, man. But that's what it is. No boys are regular. So don't pay him no young too. I believe he just turned 21. He was 20 last year during the pandemic. This guy's hella young. So he celebrate Halloween. He just turned 21. You can tell how young he is. I can't take these young dudes seriously and say they have game. I don't take the younger generation serious. I really don't. And I feel sorry for these young men, but that's what he could be young too. Looks he got an old face but look younger. But talking to this thing is not helping you, bro. Chris, don't do it. This thing look like a dude. Slightly woman face, but the body's built like a dude. Nah, it's not worth it, bro. Her Instagram is not worth that. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm done talking about these things right here. I'm just gonna speak. But as y'all know, that's what it is. I mean, they just want to be seen, man. Like you just gotta understand. A lot of these females, they just gonna be on that type of tip all the time. So expect the worst from them in the future. So it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. But you got people that just don't want to get caught up on that. They said this guy talks about everybody. I was like, well, now the reason I don't show my face is no need. I always do it outside. I ain't done a face stream in a minute. I gotta pick a day to do that. I can't do it this Tuesday, but I gotta do it the Tuesday after that because I have the independent thinkers here. I may have to pick it on a Friday, and that's the only thing. I gotta have some space and some wherewithal and all that. Hey, what's going on, Degenerate? Salute, salute. Yeah, but that's just how I'm gonna look at it. My nose is trying to blotchy, but yeah, we're 14 minutes in, so because I'll end this in 2 hours because I gotta stay up because I took a nap earlier and I was like my head is like woken up this shit, got up wrong, and then learn a lesson, learn a lesson, learn a lesson. That's how I'm gonna look at it. Ain't nothing on Thursday, just people talking. Shouts out to Devin Wade's show. They doing their thing. Everybody's talking about old girl. Yeah, it's a mess right now. Malika Andrews. Also Westbrook. Russell Westbrook. I call him the hustle man himself. I never hated Westbrook, but yeah, he's a turnover machine. He's definitely a turnover machine. Is Jay Prince the Black Whitey Bulger? To be honest with you, yeah. That's what Super Slide 75 said. Yeah, he is. He ain't shit. Charleston White said it. Houston don't run Dallas. There is no mob ties in Dallas. He's right. Dallas is a villain town. Dallas is a villain town. And the reason I say that, and niggas is so goddamn stupid don't understand. I'm glad Charleston White said this. They don't run shit up there. The Dallas slash Fort Worth, they don't run shit. What's his name? Jay Prince. That's because he runs. He runs. No, he doesn't. He don't run shit. And niggas that get caught up in that need to grow the fuck up. That dude is not as powerful as you think. Stop it. Dallas is a villain town. You get your head blown away backwards, and I believe them. Them niggas is violent. So again, Dallas is a villain town. Like Cottonmouth with a K, the rapper said it best. The history of Dallas. Dallas are always stuck to their own. They don't need no, and the mafia had a hard time controlling motherfuckers like that. Why? Because they couldn't expand. I'll tell you a secret. They could control New Orleans, Miami, Vegas, and LA and New York all day. But outside of that, they'll tell you about Dallas. They couldn't do it. Dudes got the guns. Just couldn't do it. Sorry, but not sorry. But y'all need to get off that. Ain't got nothing to do with no robbery. If y'all understand, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? No, he's about to be traded. He's about to be traded. He's supposed to apologize to Adam Silver, Esau's group, right? And I don't think he's going to. Kyrie made a stand what he's going to do. He going to continue to speak out. It is what it is. Adam Silver, and I heard shouts out to Wacky was talking about Ice Cube, and hey, they done paid you already. You see, everything comes full circle now. That's a shame, man. Y'all need to leave that shit alone, man. Y'all need to leave that alone. Oh, damn. The Eagles 14, Houston 14. Woo, at halftime. Woo. That's good. Yeah, Dallas has always been a villain. I said this multiple times when I watched that YouTube video 3 years ago, and it was right about Dallas. I kind of believe him because you don't hear no mob talking about Dallas. They always talk about everywhere else but Dallas. Even the mafia tell you about that. They just couldn't. They couldn't control them niggas. And he's right, and I agree. They couldn't. Them niggas is violent in Dallas. There's some shooters in Dallas. Dallas is for real out there. Just as for real as Atlanta anywhere else. It's one. A lot of people try to say it's not one of the top 5 markets. Actually, it is one of the top 5 markets in the modern music. And a lot of people say it's not. No, it is. Look at the Cowboys. Look at the football team. All the paraphernalia. It is popular. It's one of those top cities. And they try to say it ain't. The people say it ain't. They need to stop saying it. It is, because I'm not talking about LA. That's not top 5. LA's top 10. Last time LA was top 5, if you want to get technical, was the early 2000s. Prior to that, LA is not a top 5 city. It ain't shit. Newspaper wise, it's top 3. As a city, no. It done went down. After, when people start leaving in LA and have that exodus, nah. They don't fuck with LA like that. LA's overrated and it ain't shit there. It's empty. I see a lot of LA motherfuckers come to Georgia, and that's a fact. And if you really want to quote me, their numbers are dwindling. It's not looking good for them. So let's not. No, Dallas have always had the top 5 feel. They just happen to notice the modern music, the deaf culture music. They up there with them. We understand that there's a lot of problems in the world. We just got to be honest with ourselves. Do you think Dallas is weak? No. Dallas is a tough city. And Ty City tell you better than anybody else because he's from Dallas. Even though he's from Indiana, but he's from Dallas. He knows about Dallas. Dallas has his moments, man. And Charleston White is correct. None of these motherfuckers run shit. Not even the Houston niggas. They can't run that. And they know that. Without Dallas, there will be no Houston rap. Without them, it would be none of that shit. If you want to get technical, shouts out to Cottonmouth with a K. He said San Antonio put him on. And without that, there will be no Dallas or any Texas rap or whatever. Dallas showed you that. Okay. I mean, Dallas ain't one of my favorite cities, but I like to visit it. I want to see what's so special about it, but it is a villain town. Mr. Pogs. Latino women. She tried to go get scammed. Well, you allow that shit. You're noticeable. It's a lot of these hoes, man. Over here tripping. No. No, they didn't. They tried all that. They usually go for Florida, Vegas, and California. That's it. They ain't really tried. They wasn't influenced. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. I agree. But I'm saying Charleston Wright's correct. There is no mob ties in Dallas. He was trying to tell, and I saw it on Dallas Global's YouTube channel. I'm subscribed to Dallas Global, and they tell me about Dallas all the time. So I learn a lot from those people down there. They can speak on it more than I can. I wish I have a Dallas person I can interview. What is it like in Dallas? I never visited. And there's some nice parts and some bad parts, just like anywhere else, you know. They can't run nothing. So again, I don't know why people try to say Dallas is weak and all that. No, it's not. Dallas is a villain town. It's one of those towns. It's kind of like Philly. Philly had the mob too, but it didn't last long. They exist, but they wasn't a threat. But it's a villain town too, similar to Dallas. The only difference is everything that's close to New York, the mob stretched in up in those areas. They couldn't rule the South. The only southern place they tried was they did try New Orleans. They did that, and it didn't backfire. But there was a guy. If you play Mafia 3, it's based off that guy in real life. He did die though. But after that, the Mafia was finished, as you could tell. They was finished. But Florida, Miami, yeah. If you play Godfather games like Godfather 2, you'll understand that culture exists. Always exists. So again, you're absolutely correct. A lot of shit happened for a reason. I mean, people need to just stop lying to themselves. This shit happens all the time, bro. We need to stop lying to ourselves. A lot of people get caught up on the wrong shit, and they think Dallas is so soft, but it ain't. Dallas is tougher than anybody. A lot of these cities can be tough. They can be dangerous too, all of them. But you got to remember, a lot of these cities have their own problems. But y'all got to understand, this is the type of stuff that you see all the time, and then expect people to be on it all the time. But that's how I look at it. But when Charleston White was telling old boy from the Dallas Global, talk about Jay Prince, you don't run nothing up here. You run a lot in Houston. You say that about Houston, but outside of the Texas, the mafia don't really have a foothold in Texas like that. Don't work that way, especially in Dallas, and they had a hard time because people wasn't going. Say they rob and kill innocents. A lot of people say they don't rob and kill innocents. That's a lie. They do that all the time. Never trust the mafia. They lie all the time. All mafia family wasn't created equal. I don't care if they're part of those families. They rob people. They do that shit. Ain't nothing positive about them motherfuckers. Only time they kill civilians if they get aggressive, and yeah, they try to say they don't, but they haven't killed them. If you talk about the beginning of it, they haven't, but over time they eventually will, and they do get shot by straight bullets and all that shit. They think the mafia is spooky. They're not spooky. They're just clowns, man. Store a grenade at their ass, they're done. I don't respect them like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just the thing. But back then they care about rackets, shit like that. G_winner. Yeah, 3 years ago. I'm subscribed to Game 101 magazine. Okay. I'm gonna show y'all something. I'm gonna put this in the chat. I'm gonna put this in the chat. I'm gonna put this in the chat for y'all. It was built by the Jewish mob. It was Bugsy Siegel and him. He built that combination of the connection, the New York connection. They built that. Okay, what I just posted is talk about Dallas, and that's pretty much it. Like I'm not really tripping off of it, and that's just how it is. And yeah, I just posted that. I'll watch that in the later. See if my comment's still there. Yeah, if y'all want to watch that, I just posted that just now. Okay. This is where Cottonmouth with the K. They interview him, and then the people in Dallas tell you why it's the top 5 market because it's based off the drill music. If you watch this, it's an hour long, but you'll get the idea of what I'm talking about. Why I referenced that video for 3 years ago. That's for like an hour. The reason I'm referencing it is because it's accurate. And if he's been around since the 90s, he know how Dallas is. And I'm very curious about the scene in the South. South Coast. And he's supposed to have a book. If he has a book, if I ever seen it, I'm gonna get that book. I don't know. I may get that book. If I ever find that book, I may use it for content or something and explain about rap and the history of it and all this other stuff. And let's talk about it. So it's pretty much the same that I see all the time. And then you got it right here. But that's how I look at it in so many words. But and because shouts out to everybody that come through. But because 30 Thrills is an interesting night. Next one's gonna be what it is. I'll talk about current events as always, and we keep it pushing, and we just keep it on the motion. But like I said, we're here, we're expanding, we do what we do, and yeah, the content's more fluid. We always got to be here and talk about the real things, right? Despite it's my sinus infection, my nose being blotchy as hell, but we fought through the pain. Shouts out for the people with the likes and a few shares and things like that. Yeah, I'm waiting on this game to load. I haven't played Mafia 3 in a minute. Speaking of Mafia and rackets and shit, but that's the whole purpose, like me talking about different things and things like that. Even though I'm talking about the Pineapple Show, they crazy. We're clowning the Pineapple Show. Ain't no but a red pill, somewhat red pill space type show. But them hoes, man, they gonna be who they are. But she's using the talking points and using Kevin Samuels and shit. And Kevin passed her the torch, gave her the mantle. So she's doing good. She's doing good as she should. Right on schedule. Makes things interesting and makes things applicable. You know what I mean? But that's the stuff that we talked about all the time, and then people act like we over here acting here tripping. You know what I'm saying? But we expect much. But again, you do this stuff all the time and you expect more from people. But that's how people get caught up all the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I look at it. And everybody's not with it all the time. Mm, mm. Ah. But you gotta understand. But yeah, that's an hour long. I just want y'all to look at that. That's what I'm referencing. If y'all ever see it, if y'all watch it on playback and y'all watch this, and I posted it just about in 2 hours, but yeah, posted about like 21 minutes ago. Like I got the timing over here. I can see the chat room and all that. But then they said, "Are you looking at the studio chat?" I ain't worried about the studio chat. I have tabs to look at that, and it is what it is. But some people just get caught up on it. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. And that's how people get caught up all the time. So it is what they expected, and then you just get caught up and be like, "Hey, we here." But that's to show you that Charleston White is correct. And then I'm referencing this video, and I know he's referencing this too, because 3 years ago they did an interview. Dallas and Fort Worth mattered. But everybody's familiar with people from Dallas, and what's her name? She's like a singer or actress or whatever. Her name is Jessica Simpson. Yeah, I believe she's an actress. Jessica Simpson is from Dallas, or somebody's from Grand Prairie and all that. A lot of these people are from Dallas, and it makes sense, because a lot of people come out of that area, and they were saying that shit, and they don't care about no bottom feeders from Dallas. I was like, wow, it's deep. A lot of people came out of Texas. I mean, Texas is one of them states that where they come from, and it is what it is. So, yeah, that's how you got to look at that. But you got people get caught up on the wrong shit. My nose feels slightly better, but it's pretty much it. And we 36 minutes in, so we good. We good until the next hour is gonna come through. We're gonna talk. I mean, if anybody wants to come through, that's fine. But if not, I'm gonna cut it off in the 2 hour mark. So I'm pretty much in motion right now. Y'all hear the smoothness, but it's on. The fuck? Okay. What's going on with these women on Instagram, bro? These pairs. Gotta. And they can put the game down. Oh damn, she's showing her shit off. Instagram is done, bro. I don't know why people love Twitter so much. Yeah, Twitter's done. I had to agree with Daquan and Alvin Priest. Yeah, them sites have been done, bro. Y'all doing a good job. But yeah, it's 9:55. Damn. If time's gonna be different, it's gonna be like 8:50 something right now, and then 9. Extra sleep. That's gonna be good. But I think it's supposed to end next year. Oh man, they supposed to change that. I guess not. The M6. The fuck is this shit? Does it got a switch? I heard the M4 and the M2. The M6, Mark of the Unicorn. It's an audio interface. What does it look like? Damn, it's got all these things. Oh, it's got those cables in the back. It's bus powered and a power plug. Okay. DC, yeah, for all those. Yeah. I wouldn't fuck with it. Ain't nobody buying this shit. They got the M2, M4. Yeah, it's about time. I'm not gonna upgrade mines yet, but I eventually will sooner or later. He tries to say he gains ground. It's still early. You can't go by the polls because the election is here. We'll see. They try to say he's gaining grounds. He's neck to neck. It ain't close. 50% requirement for victory. Um, now Warnock is 43. No, I'll tell you the Fox poll. Warnock's got 44%. I'm in Georgia right now. Others is undecided as 12%. The independent vote is fucking with Warnock's vote. Because if you think about it, it's 12, 13%. That's September. It's gonna drop. See, Warnock was 46. All he needs is 50, right? And it's not and then Herschel, the reason he's got 43 because what he said the last time. See, he's got 42, 41. He doesn't drop something. There's another poll. It's still early. They got next week and next Tuesday. That's the election day because Tuesday's gonna be wild. Yes, I'm gonna be doing that stream and all that other shit. But you're gonna see something that Warnock will pull ahead because everybody early voted, so they're gonna count all the votes. It was 43. That's Georgia voters pick. They picked Georgia voters pick on their pick on 2022 race. It's 40. Yeah, he's ahead on their pick. That's talking about us. And Georgia voters who already voted are likely to vote on their preference of 2022 race. It's 45, and then he's ahead by 1 point. But Warnock had him up the league, so the independents none dropped. So there's an actual election. It's close, but Warnock will get the victory. Me personally, I don't think Walker's gonna get it because we gotta see how the turnout is. They said maybe a runoff. I highly doubt it because I think Warnock will win it. About a break for 10 points at 46 to half field. Enthusiastic Walnut supports 49%. So yeah, you can't go by Fox's poll because everybody's got different polls. I mean, I know Fox is big down here. You can't go by that. If y'all watching Fox News, it's not accurate. You already know. It's just y'all can't go by that because that's not the polls I'm not going by. Because Fox be lying all the time and they get them all wrong because people haven't really voted. The early voting is this week until Friday, and then Tuesday they'll have a big turnout because see all the elections is in. I've heard that Twitter is going to make a pay for only a video viewer type of thing. They try to be like YouTube. Ain't happening. I ain't paying for no fucking videos and kiss my ass on that. I ain't paying for shit. Twitter's trying to compete with YouTube and they can't. People just tweet and all that shit. I don't, you know, I ain't paying for shit. Twitter's not built like that. Don't even think about it. Twitter's done. I mean, Elon Musk is owning it, but it's done. Like nobody fucking with that site. The only reason it's thriving, it has to make some money. But Instagram is done, Facebook is done, but I see Twitter thriving. If Twitter gets good, it's gonna thrive, and he's gonna give it away to make money. I think Elon will make some adjustments on the fly, but yeah, they're gonna. I've heard someone say that. I've seen that on Twitter, and they're trying to do that, but people ain't gonna go for it. They're trying to do what YouTube does, but YouTube's desperate. And shouts out to Absalom for saying YouTube is trying to compete. Yeah, but YouTube don't have no competition. The only competition it has is those other sharing sites. They ain't scared of TikTok. I don't know why people think that. I agree with them on, yeah, they try to compete with YouTube, but YouTube's stepping their game up a lot better than TikTok. Because if TikTok folds, that means YouTube don't need to compete with everybody else. I'm trying to tell you, Nobody's competing with YouTube. I said this last year. I try to tell y'all. Nobody's competing with that. Google controls YouTube. I try to tell y'all asses. The reason these other sites are trying to do what YouTube does, YouTube's gonna smash them on the long videos and the live streams. See, TikTok, you can't do nothing. And it's not a good platform. It's like an alternative to YouTube, but it's not gonna last. YouTube will always gonna be mainstream and it's gonna be alternative. People coming to YouTube way more than TikTok. I'm just telling you from experience because if you be on YouTube long enough, like I have, it's always gonna be here. It's standard. Ain't nothing to replace. The only way it's gonna replace, you gotta have something a little better, better system, and then I'll join that platform more than I do YouTube. YouTube will be secondary to me. I'll still do content, it'll be secondary to me. But I get what Absalon is saying, but nah, YouTube ain't got no competitors. I'm talking about real competitors. I'm talking about video sharing site. Not no social. See, I'll go by the social media term. That's a media term. That's a liberal term. It's not a social network site. It's a video sharing site for a reason. Metacalf, Daily Motion, all of them compete with YouTube, but they're not really competitors. No way. That's the thing. So yeah, and then shouts out to him for saying that. But yeah, they gonna pick and choose who they get rid of off here. It's not gonna be a massive sweep because that costs tension. So they gotta have to do it simultaneously. And they have to do it in a way that's not hurting people. They try to say they banned Tommy. Well, Tommy's been spewing that rhetoric for years and years. He showed his hand. And he's dangerous what some of his ideology is. I'm not in the business of clipping women and doing all this other stuff. That's not my business. They say YouTube a business. No, it ain't. YouTube is just a content thing and it ain't no business. How you do business on YouTube and it ain't shit. Ain't nothing on YouTube what I want as a business thing. No. When people say YouTube's a business, they don't know what the fuck they talking about. It's not a business. No, it's not. You can't thrive off here like that. No. Unless you're in the million subscribers category, that's when you thrive. Underneath that, you're not thriving. You just run your mouth. And people hear y'all listen and y'all get those cheap, dumb clout chasing views. And y'all can't make it by yourselves. I can. I just know not to talk about certain things and be smart. And people don't do content all the time. See, when I start pre-record, I'm gonna stick to topic based stuff, and it's gonna be like every Wednesday and things like that. But everywhere else, I'm just like looking at y'all side eyed. So y'all understand, I don't really care about the shit. Y'all do what y'all do. Don't cry about the shit, but just be about the shit that y'all about. But that ain't gonna happen. Most of y'all niggas is fake. Most of y'all people are fake on YouTube because I've been peeping this shit for years before I came back to these certain spaces, and then there we are. Lion leading the blind, right? Yeah, look at people like that. And that's how I look at it now. So that's how it is. Oh, my ears getting all blotchy, so you know how it is. Hey, what's going on? But that's what Absalom was talking about, and then I was like, that stuff mattered at the time, but it's pretty much when he was saying that all these other sites are competing. Well, YouTube is YouTube. Like it always gonna have its competitors. So, I mean, I listen to certain people, certain content, and I just keep it at a ear what's going on. That a lot of stuff people are doing, and they're making changes. Changing up content ain't nothing. Like if you can withstand this shit, I've been on here for years, and I can tell you, like it's nothing special. I'm just glad that I'm doing certain things I want to do, but as content wise, I will drop more pre-records. I got to get a pre-record microphone just to get through. If you catch my drift, I'm gonna save some money this time for of it because I know everybody's gonna be broke in January. I don't really care about the New Year's like that. That's a whole nother story, but yeah, because I ain't got no money like that. I got a Christmas gift and all that stuff, but once I get that microphone that I want next month, oh, it's worth it. Oh, it's worth it. And that's gonna be for pre-recording. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it once this year, and then next year I'm just gonna go in and start using it way more. It's worth it. It's worth it. And then I'll use my other one for the daytime in the case. It is what it is. It's a lot of good stuff in it, and I mean there's a couple of replacements and things like that. But I just want to be efficient. What's going on right now? So yeah, this stuff is really it's really out here like that. So it's pretty much I'm here. But yeah, what's her name? Her name is what? Crochet Bay. She's hilarious on Twitter. That's the only person I like on Twitter. I mean, I know she's from DC, but she light skinned. Yeah, was it crochet? Yeah, she crochets a lot. She crochets a lot of stuff like the sports teams and stuff. She has a website. She's cool. She's thick on the thighs and the feet. She's got a little butt on her. But she says she wants some babies. I mean, she just turned 33. Girl's a trip though. I believe she's Caribbean. I can tell how she talk. She won't get her ass grabbed and all that stuff. But it is what it is. I mean, I'm over here tripping. But she wants that attention. She wants that attention. It is what it is. But that's the thing about looking at people and just all right. But Twitter is kind of wild. Twitter is kind of wild. I don't really give mines out because I'm just over there just entertained. I don't really promote my shit like that. Especially I don't promote none of it. I just leave it alone. That shit's wild. Well, YouTube, that's when I really get my buzz off. I get my buzz off here than I do anywhere else. I always promote my YouTube, like my content and things like that. I got streams and I got all types of shit. And people get caught up all the time. And that's how I look at it. But then again, people just get caught up on their own shit and they just do what they do. Yeah, he's live. Okay, shouts out to Absalom. I'll slide through later. because I know how I'm gonna get down. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the 2 hour mark to hit, and then I'll talk to y'all for like a minute or two, and then I'm just gonna cut it off because my nose is getting blotchy right now because I can't stay on it for like hours and hours and talk to y'all because I know I'm gonna cut this short because I feel like I'll open it up for like an hour if anybody want to hit the link or whatever. If not, that's fine with me. It'll be one of those Thursdays, but that was with the shots. But next Thursday, I'm gonna be fine. I'm not gonna be this blotchy. Count on that. Count on that shit. So it gets like that every now and then. So the winter's coming up real soon, and you're gonna see people coming in, and the fall's getting cold, and more people come in, more views you get. We'll see. It's a little different. I know people are gonna hate. And they say, "Oh, they're gonna get along in the summer." No, they ain't. They ain't get along in the summer. It was tension like it is now, and I learned to embrace it and learn to move on. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be great. But it's pretty much it. I mean, I'm just here, just doing my thing, and I just move on, and that's pretty much it. So one thing I can say about what's going on right now, after that boy's death, I'm a couple of years older than he is, but he just turned 28 or whatever. He passed away. That shit's wild. That shit is pathetically and senseless as usual. So you gotta understand this stuff mattered when people knew that dice games mattered, and they just go over there and fight over some bullshit. But like I said, people get caught up on the wrong shit, and then there they are, expecting people to pick up the brains and pick up the pieces and then just act crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Like, blotchy nose and cleaning my nose up. The sinus done got me, you know. But shouts out to people and do where it is. It's still a thing. It's still a thing. Yeah. But yeah, I showed y'all these hoes and Melly being thirsty as usual. That's all I got. That was earlier. That's just to talk bad about the pineapple show. They tripping. She ain't find nobody. She need to cut the bullshit. Like, bitch, please stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the fucking cap. Stop the fucking cap. Stop the fucking cap. And then expect people to come through and just act crazy and shit like that. Who the fuck thinks she is, man? Come on, man. Stop trying to lie to these men and they try to say, hey, they're actually dating now. Yeah, you show one fucking photo. Where's the other photos of when they dating? Cut it out. I mean, I'm so sick of these failed models and these rap stars and all that act like whores on here, especially on Instagram and Twitter and all this. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. You come to YouTube with that shit, people gonna clown your ass forever and use screenshots on your ass and you up out of there. Stop it. Stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. That's all we need to know. Stop the bullshit. Shouts out to everybody. Shouts out to Toya, the ultimate one, the Tutua Texan degenerate. Shouts out to him. Mike V, salute to him. Mike M4, what's going on, man? Salute to you as always. Sheed, what's going on, man? Salute to you. Appreciate you coming through. Tampa, appreciate you for the share and the content. Appreciate you, man. Shouts out to everybody. So, let me get rest up and watch this thing download, and then I'm gonna be on my way. And I'll see y'all this coming up Sunday Madness. And I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Don't quote me. I may not. But if I do get a chance, I'll come through and tell y'all Thursday. I'll see y'all Sunday or whatever. Or if I stream tomorrow, whatever. It depends. So with that, I want to say peace and shalom, and I'm out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.